very special guests, my parents. Definitely put this hike on your list.
Bison!
We're Matt and Nat, and we've spent the last 4 years traveling the world as part-time, non-remote travelers.
After accomplishing our goal of visiting all 50 U.S. states in 2021, we've set out on our next big adventure to see as many of the 1,000 places to see before you die, well, before we die.
In our last video, we were in West Virginia, where we soaked in all the cozy cabin vibes,
explored the quaint small towns and beautiful nature trails,
and went on an epic whitewater rafting adventure.
This week, we're in Grand Teton National Park.
One thing we've learned from traveling as much as we do is that if something isn't easy or enjoyable, we probably won't stick with it.
Yeah, especially when it comes to vitamins. We've tried to be consistent, but between travel days, weird schedules, and just life in general, it never really stuck.
That's why we love Jim's Daily Bites. They're made with real food ingredients like beta-glucan, turmeric, mushrooms, and dates, and each bite has over 20 vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, and probiotics.
And they're formulated by GEM's Scientific Advisory Board, so every ingredient is purposeful and easy for your body to absorb. It supports our energy, digestion, brain health, and mood, even when we're living out of a suitcase.
They've honestly become part of our daily routine at home or on the go because they taste really good, they're portable, and we actually look forward to taking them.
Plus, GEM is HSA and FSA eligible, so you can use those funds and save up to 30% on your order.
If you want to try them for yourself, just click the link down in the description or scan this QR code, and don't forget to use our code Matt and Nat at checkout to get a special deal on your first month of GEM.
Thanks again to GEM for supporting our routine and sponsoring this video.
Welcome to Wyoming.
We've made our way to the Jackson Hole area, and we are so excited to be spending the next 2 days exploring this beautiful part of the country.
This video is going to be a little bit different for us though, because we have some very special guests that we'll be introducing you to later, but we are in Grand Teton National Park, and we've started our day with an incredible sunrise at the famous Moulton barn on Mormon Row. All right, so we want to introduce you to our very special guests, my parents.
Right here. They're currently on a month-long road trip out west, and they were sweet enough to let us crash the party for a couple of days.
So here we are. Now we're off to hike one of the most popular trails in the park.
We're filming each other.
So we are about to hike to Inspiration Point and Hidden Falls and maybe a little bit of Cascade Canyon. We had planned on taking the 12-minute ferry ride across the lake and then starting our hike, but we showed up and they were closed. Apparently they haven't updated their hours online, so we're here a little bit later in the season. They usually open at 7 a.m. I think, but right now they're not opening till 10 a.m. So we're gonna add about a 2-mile hike to the front of our hike. So this day turned into a little bit more hiking than planned, but that's all right. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
If you guys have watched our Alaska video, then you know how funny that is. Matt had an encounter with the bear spray.
Yeah, wasn't fun, which is why I leave the safety on it.
Pro tip, we'll link that video above. It's pretty funny.
It is now.
This is the first time I'm ever using trekking poles, so I don't really know how to do it. I've been doing like this.
That's not how you use them, I can tell you that.
just finished our extra 2-mile hike and now we're starting our hike with all these other people who got off on the boat. So let's go.
What do you think, Mom? You give it a thumbs up?
I give it a thumbs up and say, let's go. 5 miles, we're ready for you.
I say we missed our boat.
Hidden Falls aren't so hidden. As you can tell, there are a lot of people here. We're here around 10:30 in the morning. Would have been here earlier if we hadn't had to make that 2-mile hike over, but if you can get here early, do it.
Even though this place is crowded, it is pretty epic.
Stopping for a little bit of a snack / lunch break because we haven't really had anything to eat today, and we've still got a lot of climbing to do back behind me. But we made it to Inspiration Point, which is where we're going to be having lunch, and then we're going to continue on to Cascade Canyon.
Back to the trail.
Fake Inspiration Point, that's what I'm going to call it because we thought it was Inspiration Point. Now we are actually at Inspiration Point, and it is even more epic than Fake Inspiration Point.
So I just want to apologize for all of the B-roll shots. This place is absolutely stunning. I keep stopping every like 2 seconds to take video. Oh my gosh.
This hike, we're probably taking twice as long to do this hike than anybody else because we're stopping so much.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Highly recommend. We missed our first moose sighting.
I think we were about 2 minutes too late.
But there's a lot of people, so when everybody's like loud, I'm sure the animals are like, peace out. So hopefully we'll see some. This is stunning.
This is what we hiked for, and this is just the very start of Cascade Canyon. The views are absolutely worth the hike, so if you're coming to Grand Teton, definitely put this hike on your list.
Now we're gonna hike back down, so see you soon.
So we've made it all the way back down to the west boat dock on Jenny Lake, where we're gonna be catching the ferry back over to Jenny Lake Visitor Center, where we started our hike this morning.
Guys, that was honestly so awesome. It was definitely a lot longer than we thought it was going to be originally, but it was worth every single mile.
And honestly, I'm kind of glad that the boat wasn't running this morning because I don't think we would have done that hike either direction if we had had the choice.
No.
But it was definitely worth doing. So if you do have the extra time and some extra miles in your legs, do the hike around Jenny Lake.
Now, like we said, we're only going to be here for 2 days and we have a lot more recommendations. So we're going to give you a lot more info and recommendations down in our blog. So make sure you guys check that out. We'll link that down in the description.
But now the next goal and the thing on the itinerary, yeah, what he said, like and subscribe. The next thing on the itinerary is to go find some food and something very cold to drink.
Let's go.
we made it to the Blue Heron Lounge at Jackson Lake Lodge for lunch, and check out these views. I got the Blue Heron burger with chips, and Natalie got the pork nachos. We also ordered the Jenny Lake Lager from Snake River Brewing and the Hefeweizen from Snake River Brewing. So the food was okay, but the service was really great, to be honest.
Now, the reason why you're gonna come is the views. They were spectacular.
Yeah, definitely worth a visit. But now we're gonna head back to the RV park where my parents are staying, and we're staying with them, obviously. And we're gonna get a game plan for the rest of the evening, which may be nothing.
Yeah, really, we're just gonna go with the flow. Whatever Matt's parents wanna do, we're gonna do. So we will see. All right, so we made a pit stop at Schwabacher.
Schwabacher's Landing.
And I think we see some otters.
Looks like it's just ducks.
All we've seen today were squirrels, chipmunks, and a thing called a
I don't even remember.
It was a pika.
It's pretty much a wild hamster.
That's it. So I fell asleep in the car, so I'm sorry there's no footage. That's my bad.
But we did make it to Albertsons for a little bit of groceries.
There's a Starbucks in there, and we never do anything like chain when we're traveling, but I'm so tired.
Sunrise wiped us out this morning. We've made it back home for the night. Mom and Dad are back here getting the whole hangout area set up for the evening. I think it's gonna be a pretty relaxed, chill night. Not much activity going on. So we'll see you guys in the morning.
Good morning.
So we're getting a little bit later start to the day than planned because, as you can see, the weather has turned on us a bit.
Yeah, we were trying to wait it out, but
Yeah.
it didn't really happen. So
Yeah, the waiting out's not working, so we've just decided to suit up, put the rain jackets on. We're gonna head into the park and do the 42-mile Scenic Loop Drive. And we've heard that the light rain can be good for larger mammal wildlife, so that's pretty exciting.
we're gonna
But
hope for the best.
We're not getting our hopes up too much, though.
I'm hoping. So let's get going.
Let's do it.
Doing that hike. It's okay for us to just drive by.
So you guys know that we love the Guide Along app. It's a GPS guided driving tour of different destinations. We've got the Grand Teton and Yellowstone one, so we're going to be listening to it as we drive through the park. We'll put a link for it down in the description. They have tons of different guides available, so definitely check it out. We've made it to our first stop, and I think we're actually going to try to get a hike in while the rain has stopped.
I literally can see blue skies right now.
But we're at the Taggart Lake parking area, and it's a popular trailhead area for multiple hikes. But we're going to do the Taggart Lake Loop, I believe. I don't remember how long it is. I'll have Natalie put it on the bottom of the screen in the editing process.
Let's go. Don't mind my winded self, but the sun is out, there are blue skies, and it is absolutely beautiful.
Definitely a pile of bear manure, more likely mule or horse.
What the
stuff.
heck? No, man. We're gonna say that is bear dung.
That would be a very large bear.
Really? Well, maybe it is. Will we have to blur that out on YouTube? I don't know.
Yes,
Maybe a moose.
I'm gonna say horse. Whole family of bears.
Fine. I found found legitimate dung from an animal.
Dad, you want to come taste it and tell us what it is?
Yeah.
Do it, Mike.
We are.
Taking pictures of scat. Yeah, you know.
Go, Mike.
We're gonna film this one. Let's see, what is it?
It's even better.
Oh!
Here it comes.
Definitely deer. About 100 yards, weighed about 150.
So pretty fresh, huh?
Pretty fresh. We probably could have chased it down.
Yeah, he's been eating dandelions.
So I really want to go swimming up here. I may get the courage to do that, but I'm at least going to take my boots off and get my feet in the water.
And I think I'm going to join him. All right, so we're back to hiking. We're gonna go back the exact same way we came. So we're not gonna show you that footage, so we'll see you back at the car. We're almost to the car.
But the hike was absolutely beautiful. The payoff is really great, especially for if you do it like we decided doing, which is just out and back rather than the loop. It's 3.2 miles. I think it's 3.8 if you do the loop. Absolutely beautiful for a 3.2 mile hike. The payoff is there.
Yeah, I'm so glad we got to put our feet in. I really wanted to go swimming, but I didn't bring my bathing suit, so.
And I wasn't gonna do it by myself. She'd had major FOMO.
Yeah, it would have been a whole thing. But now we're back to driving the Scenic Loop.
It's our lunch menu assortment of Cliff Bars. Hashtag not sponsored.
This is my choice.
I'm just gonna take whatever's left.
I literally have the best in-laws ever. Way up there. We were there.
That's why Dad can't walk today.
What?
That's why you can't walk.
So we're at Jenny Lake Overlook, I think. Anyways, but we got to see exactly where we hiked yesterday, and it is way more impressive.
When you see it from this far off.
Yeah, because how many miles did we hike yesterday?
I think we did 8 or, what was it, Mom?
8.5.
8.5, something like that. So,
Yeah, so when you see it here, it's like, whoa.
yeah, pretty cool.
We just stopped at Signal Mountain, and Matt's dad brought binoculars, which I definitely recommend you bring, because there's a herd of bison out there.
Yeah, we won't be able to show you with the camera
No,
because
my
they're
Zoom isn't
way
that good.
off.
Yeah, but it's still really cool.
But this Signal Mountain overlook is definitely worth coming and checking out. It's a 5-mile drive off of the normal scenic route, but definitely worth it.
We did get to see our first wildlife sighting.
Yep.
A
It's
bull
not-
elk.
No.
Oh, it wasn't a bull
No,
elk?
no,
Oh,
it's a mule deer.
Oh, somebody told us that.
No, or then when I saw it, remember I said like, no,
Well,
that's
yeah.
a deer.
Oh, okay. So, not that exciting, but that's the only thing that we've seen so far. So, we'll take it.
Other than the bison way off in the distance.
Way off in the distance, but yeah,
They look
okay.
like little black specks on them, even with binoculars.
So we're still hoping for better than that. So we got to see a bald eagle flying. I didn't get it on video, but I saw it with my real eye. And we got to see a...
Blue heron.
This is the way Matt took us. Ow, ow, ow. Okay.
This is not the right way to go.
Starting to rain now, okay? On to the next. So we did find the bison.
There are hundreds of them back behind us. They're quite a ways off the road, so these binoculars are coming in handy.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to show you on the video.
Yeah,
but
they're still pretty small, but
and it's starting to rain pretty good too.
yeah, it's cold.
But it's still awesome.
cold dance. I'm so cold.
Staying warm.
So apparently there's a moose and it has stopped raining. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, it's right there. That was awesome. We get to see the moose and the baby.
They weren't standing up by the time we got there, but
No.
it was a good day for wildlife, and of course all of it happened within like what, hour and a half of sunset or something like that, which is expected.
I think we've got one more stop on this scenic tour.
Yep.
And then we're probably gonna head into town. So I cannot think of a better way to end our time here doing the Grand Teton Scenic Loop than with this church.
Yes, it is absolutely incredible. And we didn't plan to end it here or even to be in the park this late in the day, but it absolutely worked out. This place is incredible, such a moving and powerful experience.
Yes.
You have to check this place out. It's the Chapel of Transfiguration.
I mean, the views with the cross, and I mean, it was just, the history here.
Yeah.
They've got photos back when it was built in 1925 with all of the horses and
People would ride horseback to come here and worship
12
12
miles.
miles. Yeah, so pretty incredible experience.
Now we're gonna head back to the city of Jackson.
Yep, and hopefully get some food. That's my main goal at this point.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, I am so stuffed after dinner.
Same. The food was good. It wasn't anything
okay,
amazing.
yeah.
The carne asada and the salsa verde were the stars of the show. But if you are in the mood for Mexican food when you're in the Jackson area, I'd recommend it. It was a solid choice.
But unfortunately, that's gonna end our time here in the Jackson Hole area.
Yep, unfortunately so. There was obviously so much that we didn't get to show or do in this video. I mean, this place is incredible. If you are coming to Grand Teton, we definitely recommend coming and exploring the town of Jackson. We didn't get to do it a lot, but there were so many amazing things. Like you have to go to the $1 Million Cowboy Bar and sit on one of the world famous saddle bar stools, or check out the town square with the famous elk arches, or even eat at Jackson Drug Co., which was really cool. We did have the opportunity to do that.
Definitely get an ice cream.
Yes, get an ice cream. They have awesome burgers as well. But again, we'll be putting all of this information and a whole lot more in the blog, so check that out. The link is down in the description of this video.
And if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button.
We'll see you next week.
And for our patrons, we did not forget about you. We got you guys postcards.
There's no way in the world that we could do this without you. We are so grateful to each and every one of you. The things we do for a shot.
Oh, I'm sorry, Natalie.
Perfect. Yeah, just act normal, act normal, act normal.
See me roll.
Great job, guys. You're hired.